After 400 yards, turn right, then turn right.
Gleeful and her mouth was open. Tina, what? And I did ask people to explain their faces. This is gonna make. Oh, this is brilliant. Martin in Colchester pickled herring. My face was of pure disgust. Alison, pickled herring. Oh no! Many exclamation marks. Sarah in Burnley. Pickled herring. I nearly dropped my weights in the gym, laughing at my screwed up, horrified face in the mirror. No, no, no. Jules' face while I'm reading these. Pickled herrings and a green feeling sick emoji. My face looked like a bulldog. Followed a wasp. No. Anybody like it? Anybody apart from you and me like it?
Hey, so good morning boys and girls, it's Grandpa Chris here, just pulling into Testwood Trout Fishery near Andover, ticking off one of my bucket list today, meeting with Mark and Darren and apparently some of the Devon and Cornwall crew as well. So that's going to be realisation of a dream that I've had for a long time. I've wanted to fish this place, never had the opportunity. So I want to thank Mark for the invitation. I think it's just going to be an absolutely fabulous day. One of the stock ponds to my right and the main lake to my left.
Young man.
It's alright, I'm strapped in.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. What time did you get here?
2 minutes ago.
Oh, that's alright.
It's a bit weedy. I'm just having a walk down. It's covered in weed. But
Chatting with a guy who fished it day before yesterday.
yeah.
He was saying it's a little bit like this, but it blew off very quickly in the morning. And we need to be fishing underneath or towards the scum lines.
Yeah.
Just putting something flashy and gentle jerks, and they're coming out from underneath it. Good morning boys and girls. Realising a dream here today. Come down to Testwood with Mark and Darren and another one of the friends. Just been chatting with Nigel. Hallowed waters. Oh, Jesus Christ, the size of that. We've just spooked a fish which must be well into double figures. But Mark's been here before, so Mark, tell us all about your experiences here.
Testwood is a lovely place to fish. Fishing is accessible from all banks. There's some nice cover. The bottom end of the lake we're walking down to here, there's plenty of fish movement down there because that flows into the River Test from there.
Yeah.
But it's a nice fishery and it's good fun. And there's some huge fish in here.
The other day Richard Francis had a 20-pound 4 out and another one of the guys had a fish one in excess of 13. Both from the area that we're going to have a little butcher's hook in. Yeah, it's a lot of algae bloom and a lot of scum on the water there. But I was speaking with Michael Sells yesterday and he was saying they're coming out from underneath there. So might be worth having a little look. So do you want to go right round the other side, or?
I am, yeah. I'm going to go around that side.
All right.
You gonna stay here, or?
No, I'll come around with you.
Darren's already in position.
He is a character, isn't he?
Dazzle?
Yeah.
Oh, he's had me in fits of laughter all the way down.
Cool, dear, that algae is a bit pen and inky. That's 30 yards of the lake lost to algae.
It's fresh.
Isn't it? And for once you can't blame me for the aroma.
No, it's proper farmland smell. What you putting, Chris?
Yeah, thank you. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall. Look at all the fry in the lake, in the river.
Yeah. I decided
And there's been a lot of that in the lake.
I've decided to leave my boots at home on Canvey Del-Mar. Like the sausage that I am.
Little bit of wetland here. Oh dear. Good job this is not smelly vision, boys and girls.
It should firm up a bit in a minute.
Yeah. Well, you just be careful you don't go arse over tit.
There we go. It's a terra firma.
Firmly terrible, eh? Right, so this will be worth having a little look along here. We need a bit of wind to blow this algae bloom away. Come on.
No, go on, I'll clip it. Stop.
There you go. Yeah, we got a little bit of ripple on this. I think it'll be much better. So, Mark has hooked into a fish.
Damsel! Oh dear, here we go. Here we go, it's playtime.
Let's come around the other side so we can incorporate Mark's ugly dial in the video as well. So fishing 5 minutes and Mark has hooked into one. And it's turning that rod inside out. It's going to...
Oh, I can see the trouble is I'm
picked up some...
I'm down to the backing already.
Yeah, he's picked up some weed, which is adding to the weight. The fish is level with that tree, Mark.
I know.
So you might have to follow him. He's coming back out, coming back across. The weed, the fish is over there now. You can see your line going underneath the surface. It's turning at about 45 degrees because of that weed frond.
Trouble I'm picking up all this weed.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to play this.
Yeah. We wanted to see Mark baptising the Francis 3. And he's...
Yeah, Andy Banton, it's all your fault.
Yeah, Andy's definitely put the weed there specially for you.
This would give his rod a good test, would it?
Absolutely.
Oh, this is a bit of a beast.
Yeah, so where the line is going into the water, the fish is another 20-30 feet beyond that. Looking at that tail, we're definitely into double figures, maybe mid doubles. Proper fish.
I've got to be so careful here.
Yeah, get it back onto the spool. Keep the line tight, mate. Keep your rod up. Barbless or barbed?
Barbed.
That gives you a little bit of a chance. Keep that line tight. Is he just hanging there?
Yeah.
He's actually over there and he's on the surface.
Yeah.
So you're at almost a right angle with it.
There he is.
I'm going to move out of the way just in case that line pops.
It took him about 3 seconds to get me down to the backing.
Yeah. Oh, dear, he's got a 35-yard long landing net handle.
I've been here before. How am I going to get this?
Just keep the pressure on him. Do you want to walk back and I'll get rid of that weed?
If you can.
A bit further.
Oh, he's come off.
We're not going to swear on the video, sadly.
What have I lost? Ah, what a shame.
The hook's pulled. He snapped the leader.
Yeah.
So he's actually snapped the leader.
Yeah.
Probably because of the weed.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a bit of practice that you needed. Can I have a go now? Okay, so boys and girls, I've had change of tactic already. Pulling through is causing issues with the weed. So I've put a orange and pink egg underneath a bung. And I'm just going to fish it static. And we're going to see what happens with that. Because pulling through at the moment is just dragging the weed in. And it's not so good. So we're going to give that a little try. Seen a couple of small brown trout go past me, only 4 or 5 pound in weight, and I don't particularly want 4 or 5 pound fish. I've come here today to take a biggie. So Mark has hooked into his second fish. Still on that damsel. Well, we still know it's going to be an awful lot of fish and chips at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh. Which side do you want me?
That side will be fine. Just got to keep him really low under all this.
I just had a snatch over the back there, what looked like a very big fish.
Did I
He spat it.
Pike followed his fly in?
Pike followed his fly in.
Blimey, this gets top marks for a thumper award. Got to keep this low. I was gutted about that first fish because that went off like a steam train.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Don't think you're going to be wearing your jacket all day.
No. Come on, baby. I just want to play him low under those weeds, Chris.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Come. Where are you?
Walk back, walk back, walk back. So, there's one in your roach net.
There he is.
There you go, boys and girls. Oh, let's make sure we're recording. Yeah, there we go. Mark's first fish on the bank for the day. I'll just turn away whilst he does the business.
That's it.
Okay. So, well done, young Mark. Let's have the hero shot.
Right. Now that was on. And I believe it's come out in the net.
And there it is.
Blue flash damsel. Just an old-fashioned, old-school BFD with an orange bead.
Well done. Well done.
That's why I had that big one on.
Happy?
Very.
Good.
Very.
Good.
I was gutted I lost that first
I'm
one.
glad one of us is going to go home happy today. Right, I'm going to go back and see what I can do. Gone on to a little stalking pattern now. Got to clear a patch over there, so I'm going to have a go. Aye aye. Right, well done, Mark.
Thank you, sir.
If he comes my way, I'll net him for you.
It's going down to the back end. Holy shit.
So Darren's pulled into one, which has got him down to his backing.
Well, he's over near you, Mark. Look, he's fucking over there.
What fly?
That's on that chap's fly, Jimmy. I'll be tying up a dozen of those in, I think. I took a picture of it just in case. I locked it. It probably is, mate. But, oh, sorry, Chris, it's coming over there.
That's fine. That's fine. He's there.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. Bloody hell.
Got me working over now.
You doing it? You working with you?
Yeah, just for a few days a week. Try and find something more permanent.
Yeah. What a fucking hell. Oh, it's absolutely fucking disgusting.
Not great.
See, these £2 roach, Jamie, I mean...
I mean, it's bad work. The roach is bad work.
People said that we did it because we were the last guests there, you know, and they said it was our fault.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you were.
Yeah, we was the last ones, weren't we?
Yeah. The strip's coming at lunchtime as well, so he's coming a bit like a large, you'll see it. Yeah, see it on the side.
Yeah, oh well, it's nice to see you. I'm glad you're getting on and you're happy.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Jesus Christ.
So is it some sort of damsel fly or
Weed?
a weed fly? Well,
Yeah, I don't even know where the fish is, to be honest with you. Oh, he's down here somewhere, I don't know where it is.
that weed is certainly giving you a good fight.
Oh, it's a lovely fish. I can see it. It's right here, right in front of me. But I've just got so much weed on the line. It's causing a bit of grief.
Do you need a hand?
It's nothing I can do. It's nothing anyone can do, mate. It's just so much weed I've got on the line here. If I can get the weed over the fish, it'd.
So Darren's fish is giving him the rare old run around. He's got a huge great frond of weed on his line. It's really dragging him around.
need a bigger net.
You got it?
Yeah. It's a big fish. Jesus Christ. Big fish. Oh my God. It is fucking huge.
Do you want me to come round?
Chris, I'll be most grateful. I really
Alright, so we'll leave the camera running so that if I go arse over tit, I hate these blokes who get me running at my age.
I hope it's worth it.
It's huge. Right, so my helper's fee is 1 fish per mile. Well, bugger me backwards with your arse in the air. There's a 20.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Would you do me the honours and give it?
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
He's Darren, in his excitement, is inviting me to do something with him personally. I decline the invitation. Is weighed in at £19 1 ounces.
I'll speak to you later on. Alright, see ya. Hello. Bye. Chris, that's made my day, that has. That was just so funny. You know my fly back? No, no. I'll tell you what, it was just so funny the way it happened. But, oh, unbelievable. I'll tell you what though, bloody, it come past, right on its nose, bang. Yeah, unbelievable. Oh man, it's so bad. We were doing bits and pieces. Oh, you idiot, you've lost it. Oh, don't. No, we whacked it on the head instead, but he's in the water now, we don't know where. He just slipped out the bank, that was it. No.
There's me doing me rugby tackle and me sliding football tackle all at once.
No, it was dead. Yeah, I've got pictures. I've got pictures of it, so I can prove. Yeah, look at that. Look. £19 1 ounce. Big fish.
I can't show you Darren's fish,
You can. I've got a picture of me. Look.
It slipped out of Chris's hand.
No, it slipped out of Darren's hands.
No, out of my hands.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Let's get it right.
Yeah,
Oh, there he is. He's there.
where?
Yeah,
I can see still.
he's there.
That thing, that rotten dead thing.
Yeah.
That must be dead a long time. That's a long dead fish. Sorry. That ain't my blood. No, that's the rotten one. That is not thing. What are you saying? I caught rotten fish.
I ain't getting it. How do you know that's a stinker?
Small flies, flies. Still one of the ones they call fish on. Yeah, they're good flies. Have a look and make sure. Yeah, it's just down there.
It's not in, yeah?
I don't think it's that one.
Oh, no, it is your one. It's your fish.
It is your fish,
Darren.
Is it?
Get in there.
I've got it.
I found it.
I think he's found it, Chris.
Well, it's mine then.
Put your bun here.
I think for sheer comedy value, you're giving it away. I'll have it.
Oh, fantastic. Week to you. You might.
You got it?
Yeah. It is a fucking big brute. That's the time lift it. Big fish. Fucking straight up.
So, through teamwork, the fish that slipped away a couple of minutes ago has been recovered.
Give me the fly and you give me the fish.
Get it on your stringers.
Get on the bloody stringer. I've got photos.
Trust me, that's a huge thing. Well, I'm not sure you will.
Chris, listen, if you want that, you're more than welcome to it, mate.
Yes, please. It will go to a very good cause. It'll go to a very good cause, Darren.
On your fly, mate. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much. Right, let's put this fucking string away and get this in the fucking cheese. Now that is a proper fish.
Don't think your stringers are going to be strong enough. You need a rope.
There's three big fish there when I walk up. You can't get me rods, they all gone.
Pulled the egg in to recast it. It flew out the water, put the egg back, and it's taken it.
Oh, that's a lump of fish he's got there, I tell you.
And it's coming really close to the bank.
I think it's the fairest thing I can do is let you have that fish because you helped me and you struggled and you nearly went in after it. Oh, fantastic.
No greater sacrifice has a man done than to lay down his life.
Yeah, right, that is brilliant. Absolutely. I'll never forget this day, put it that way.
And I've got a lot of it on video. Okay, so I'm just keeping things at close range, just using the rod as a spring. We've got a 10-pound rainbow trout on here. Got a frigging cramp in my bicep. Oh, that's heavier than I thought as well. 12. Okay. So, be back in a second, boys and girls. My first fish of the morning on a micro egg, home tide pattern, 2.5 feet under a bung. Basically, as I was pulling the line in to recast it, he's chased it, swirled and missed, so I put it straight back there and he's swerved back on it and taken it. So that's my first one of the morning. It's great, and what a morning it's been so far. Okay. What a lovely fight that was. I've broken my duck, mate.
I saw.
Little 10-pounder.
Nice.
Tiny little stocky.
Under the bun.
Under. Oh, I've got something playing with it again. No, as I was pulling it in, something swelled behind it, literally just as I lifted it, so I flicked it straight back on top, and he's hit it as it's landed.
That breeze has made all the difference.
Hasn't it?
Hasn't it? The top end, beyond that point,
yeah,
is all clear.
Yeah. Are you just doing the 3 fish, are you?
Yeah. I'm a poor pensioner, Chris.
Yeah, ditto.
Hold up, he's in again.
Yeah. No, over the last 18 months I've been putting 10 pound, 20 pound, whatever into my little tin. And I missed him again.
Yeah.
And basically saved up so I don't have to get the card out.
Yeah.
Doesn't look so damaging on the bank statement, does it?
Does it? Especially if the wife can see it.
Not worried about that. She's the accountant of the family anyway. She does everything.
There you go. Right.
So you've had one, yeah?
I've had the one. I want to change fly now.
Yeah. Now that this is cleared up, I'm going to put that silver minnow type thing back on.
Well, there's loads of fry in here, isn't there?
Yeah.
They must be gorging on the fry. There must be.
Yeah. So I'm going to have a couple more casts with this.
Yeah.
Beginning to wish I brought my 5-weight with me because my shoulder is starting to sort of give me a bit of jip.
Well, I was going to bring my Hardy 4-weight, but
Yeah.
you and Darren said, oh,
No, it'll get slaughtered, mate. Do you think he'd have coped with that 20-pounder there? If he'd left the fly in its mouth, it would have been 20 pound. What a monster of a fish, though. And if that's not the epic fight and story of the day, I don't know what is.
Well, Darren's
Yeah,
mine?
Darren's.
Darren, yeah, well, make sure that goes up, Chris.
I videoed it from distance.
Yeah. Legend.
Okay, so changed over to the silver minnow. And let's see how that goes. Just seen a huge fish go past me, but didn't get the hook in the line, the fly in the water in time. You know that little pike?
Yeah. Have you got it?
Yeah.
Is it a big one?
Nah, it's about 3. He's pinched me minnow fly. Whee! Didn't like me. Okay, boys and girls, not quite what I was expecting to catch today. There you go. Little jack pike came up to take the silver minnow. It's 20 years since I caught one of these. Okay. See you later, boy. Thanks for coming. I'm just tying up a little orange fritz. I'm not seeing anything in the margins, and the minnow fly was getting down a little bit too deep. So this is a little orange leech pattern. And it landed very close to a fish. It's going away from me. A big fish too. Picked up a little bit of weed. Taking the lot. Yeah, it's gone at the knot. So that's the 2 fish so far this morning. Absolutely enormous, bloody great big things. Darren's hooked a fish. Mark is playing a fish. I'm pretending to be Gilly again. Oh, came here to catch fish, not necessarily with a net.
Well,
It's a nice fish again.
it looks a nice fish, doesn't it?
These mid doubles.
Yeah. Look at him over there, look. He makes me laugh when he gets a big fish from because he panics.
You're just doing it for the camera, Mark. That's a deep fish.
A nice fish.
Can you shuffle back on your cheeks?
Let's get back there. Here it comes. Here it comes.
He didn't like the weed on his eyes.
Like the weed.
Definitely didn't like the weed.
Here it comes.
Didn't like the net.
Here it comes.
He's an antisocial fish, isn't he?
He is.
I tell you what, I'm going to go and start playing cricket for England.
I think you bloody should.
That was one hell of a catch. Now, let's take this as far away from the water as we can.
Chris, just do it there. Do it there, you're all right there. Chris, don't give it to Dad, ready or put it back.
Yeah. And I tell you what, it's another mid-double.
Oh, dear, oh God. Oh, dear, Chris. What can I say? This is like...
Right, let me go and get my heavy-duty twatting stick. You hold that.
Okay, go on, I've got it. Jesus.
Okay, so
Well,
I'm going to turn you off for a second.
It's stuck to... Look at that.
So it's another one of mid-doubles. It's got to be 13, 14. You're sitting far too close to the water for that fish's safety.
Here, be right. Oh, right.
Where's your pegs? One last try around the corner. So come around to the other side again. We had the fun this morning. Seen a couple of fish moving here. He's a big fish. Should be okay, hopefully. If you hear an even bigger splash, then you'll know to come running. He's about the same as the others. And I think he's just died on me anyway. Maybe not. So there you go, boys and girls. Alright, so boys and girls, the end of the day. I'm home now, 4 hours plus, sitting on the M25 at 1.5 miles an hour with binding brakes. That's just the 2 biggest ones. Below that there's another 4 fish. Okay, so that's the container. The container's nearly 3 feet high. So, having done the fishing and caught the fish, thought I'd give you an idea as to how I like to clean the fish. So bear with me whilst I get the little bits ready. Where's the big, oh, let's use one of these. Well, I need a glass bowl for the guts and the glory. I need a teaspoon. I need a very, very sharp knife. And I need a chopping knife. Probably have to sharpen that again in a few minutes. Just bear with me, one more bit I need to. So, and also a heavy rubber mallet. Okay. Now, we're going to start with the tiddler, which at a couple of ounces under 20 pounds is truly magnificent. So they're going to fight me all the way. Now, sharp knife in through the vent and all the way up, making sure that you don't go too far. The incision, and then I'll drag out the intestines. And that's a nice little bowl full. We're going to use a lot of water today. What I need to do is bring you a bit closer so that you can see. Okay. Now inside the belly of the fish you have bloodline. And that is so very, very important that you get all of the blood out. Otherwise the fish will taste really bitter. Pull the inner lining of the stomach away, of the intestinal cavity. And scoop up all of this. And that, believe it or not, is the heart of the trout. That 20-pound trout, that tiny little heart. So clean all of the blood out. If you don't, the fish will taste really bitter. Again, pull the anal vent out. There we have it. Lift the drain scoop. That catches all of the residue, stops that from going down the sink. This is where my kitchen's going to get really messy. Just skinning the scales off the fish. Turning over, and the same thing on that side. Just makes the later preparation of the fish so much easier. Water back on and wash it down. Now, because all of this fish is going to be donated to good causes, rather than fillet it all, let's get a towel, here. Rather than fillet it all, I'm going to steak it. Okay, and this is where the big knife comes in very, very handy. 2 chopping boards because he's so bloody long. And I need to try to stand the fish up. And I take a decent head section. Okay, because that's the section most of my wife's friends loves the most. Okay. Constantly wiping things down, keeping things as clean as possible. There'll be a lot of cleaning up to be done later on. And then off come the fins. The adipose fin. Flip him over. And get rid of the pectoral fin. And get rid of that little bit of the intestinal tract, and that all goes in there, and I send that out towards the sea. It gets flushed away as if it were detritus. Okay, and then with the heavy chopping knife, cut through and make individual steaks. So that's what, so that's 2.5 inches across. That weighs almost a pound. Again, okay. This chopping knife used to be 6 inches longer than this, but I hit it with the wrong hammer last time out. The end of it flew and stuck in the chopping board. Now I leave a nice big tail section, and that goes in there. Okay, just bear with me. The next step, turn it slightly that way. In fact, it can go that way. Can you see the sink? You can see the sink. And now, just pretty much bag them up. Whoops. In a few minutes, I'll write the date on the bags so that I know when these were caught. I'll make that a nice big family pack, so you got the head and you got a middle section, and I call that a sinigang pack, and Filipinos will understand what that is. These tie up food bags I get from Morrison's. I use an awful lot of these whenever I go fishing. And on the tail section, tail section weighs probably 2.5 count. Again, that will feed a family. And so that's the process. The tails and the fins and everything I'll put into a separate bag, because I don't like flushing those down the toilet because they tend to stick and they make one hell of a mess. So, do you want to see all of that lot again? Comments down below. Put you back over here and we'll do one more. God knows how I'm going to do the big 20 pounder. That's a huge fish. Okay, so once again in through the ventral fin, the vent, the anal vent. Got to be very careful with this knife because it is so sharp. Okay, so pull everything out, set that up on there. See all of that lot? And that's filled that bowl all by itself. And once again, there's the heart. You wouldn't think that tiny little morsel there could keep such a big fish active. So back again, open up the bloodline, get the water running, put that in the main sink. One of the things that makes these fish taste at times a bit muddy is the inner lining of the stomach, of the abdominal cavity, and if the bloodline has been left in for too long, it could taste bitter, it could taste really quite unpleasant. So got all of the almost all of the bloodline out, just a little bit up in its throat. There we go. And once again, get rid of the vent, give the fish a good wash down, and put it up there ready for scaling. It's actually easier to do this with these big fish when you got the little 2 and 3 pound stockies that you get at many other of the fisheries. When you got to do those, they can be a right royal nuisance. So you can buy these scalers off of Amazon. You get a set of 3 or 4 for about £9. Give it a good wash down. There we go. Wash your hands. Get rid of the gunk from in there. Put the scales in there. Okay, let's bring you back over here. Black screen. Move that out of the way. Here we go. So once again, with a big chopping knife, take a nice head section. Get the chicken and scissors. Dorsal fin, Oedipus fin, ventral fin, and there we go. So as I say, they can go into the bag. Still a little bit of the vent there, so we got rid of that. Constantly wash my hands so that I don't get caught out by a slippery knife. Make these a little bit bigger, because these will go to one of the convents or to the parish house. Donated to families that wouldn't otherwise have this opportunity. Leave a nice big tail section for a family. And don't think I really need to show bagging up again, do I? So boys and girls, thank you for your time. So boys and girls, it's been an absolutely incredible day today. We've all had lots and lots of fish. We've had so much laughter, it's just untrue. I tried to deal with Darren's 20-pounder. I almost went in the lake and we're just rolling around with laughter. He's never laughed so much in his life, and I've never laughed so much in my life. So yeah, it's been a great day. Thank you for your time. If you haven't already subscribed, consider doing so. It will really help my channel. And we'll talk a little bit more later. So Grandpa Chris signing off. Bye for now.